Hey guys, welcome back to the Nets, a one-stop shop for all your unbiased views, transfers, and all your cricketing updates. So, what do we have this week?
The team to Australia, the big changes that have happened in the past few days.
Mm-hmm.
The big ones would be Virat Kohli will be walking back after the first test. Earlier, it was said that he might miss 2 games, but turns up he might miss 3 games. So the kind of impact that leaves and what happens in the middle order in that case, that would be one big concern. Considering Virat
Mm-hmm.
Kohli is pretty much 50% of the runs India scores overseas. So for me, the good thing is Rohit has been selected for Tests. So I think the number 4 spot will be Rohit's. Hopefully,
Mm-hmm.
Rahane will continue being number 5. But the bigger good news for me was Ishant Sharma is selected. He will be playing the Test match series, and one of the intelligent bowlers. We want him in the squad for sure,
Yeah,
especially
and
if
talking
we
about
yeah.
bowling, it's damn important for the net bowlers as well. For it is as important for the mainstream bowlers as well as the net bowlers because you never know if you get a chance. Talking about the yesterday's game with SRH and
DC.
and DC, the way Natarajan bowled was crazy. It was just the way the I don't know he deserves he a pretty raw talent, but he's he's someone to watch out for is what I feel. Coming, yeah,
And
and yeah,
his inclusion in the T20 squad was a welcome. It was a welcome break. I do feel that he should have been a part in the first place itself. I'm not that convinced with Sandeep Sharma. I know that both these guys were bowling together and bowling in pairs, but for some reason Sandeep Sharma wasn't giving the same kind of impact that Natarajan was. So I'm happy Natarajan is in.
yeah, yeah, and even the way if you talk about how yesterday's game was a big change for Delhi, it was more about the batting lineup change. It was the Australian doing the trick for them and making him open was one of the. So I consider Stoinis to be a bigger threat in Australia for the Indian team, and because he's proved his mettle and he's just a class apart when it comes to him wearing the baggies green. So he's definitely one player to watch out for from the Australian team. And yeah, and it is what it is. Rohit Sharma coming in, it's a big plus, as you said. Has Australia released their team for? Has Australia released their team yet?
They have not. It pretty much. I think the top 11 will select by themselves. I think Warner and Smith will come back and get their place. The big thing this time would be India will face Labuschagne as well this time around. Last time there was no Labuschagne. Tim Payne will continue being the captain,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
it will definitely be bringing in some really strong reinforcements if you look at the squad. So the one thing where Australia does lack, but I think Nathan Lyon does cover it to a certain extent, is a spinner in the
Mm-hmm.
test rank.
Yep.
Not have a spinner that can actually bowl from both ends. So that will be something which can be exploited. But I'm not too worried considering the current form that Bumrah and Shami are in.
So when it comes to Indian spinners, do you think Ravindra Jadeja and Ashwin would be your first two picks?
I am leaning to at least first test when Kohli is in. I think uh, Ravindra Jadeja might get a nod ahead of uh, Ashwin. Now, my biggest concern is Hardik Pandya going to be an automatic selection? If Hardik Pandya is not bowling, does he warrant a place for himself in tests? Or is Hardik Pandya not bowling in Mumbai a precaution because he's going to bowl in Australia? That for me is a big concern.
That's a pretty
Because if
long
he is going to
series.
not,
Yeah. So coming to
yes,
that,
and if Hardik Pandya is, not going to bowl in, then I will definitely prefer going in with that extra bowler, which since we do not have a fast bowling all-rounder, I would prefer Ashwin playing ahead of any bits and
Yeah,
pieces player that we
so
bring in.
yeah, so who did you just call Hardik Pandya with some pieces player? But never mind.
Now I'm
So
saying Hardik Pandya, a bits and pieces player instead of Hardik Pandya won't make justice.
okay, okay. So coming to Australian team, who do you think will be the biggest threat? For me, it would be Labushkante and the other guy. If Warner fires, it's Labushkante and Smith. So these are the three main. Their bowling lineup isn't that great on paper, but they have a lot in them to take 20 wickets in the game. So who do you think is the major force in the Australian team right now?
Mitchell Stark.
Mm-hmm.
Mitchell Stark for me will be a massive threat
But is
for
he
the Indian
fit?
lineup.
Last I heard he wasn't fit.
No,
So
he did take a rest because of he was focusing more on the Australian team. But if you look at the Indian lineup, I think uh, our openers, I think Mayank Agarwal will probably make a place for himself up in the top. I do not
true.
know who will be accompanying him as a second opener. Now that Rohit is in, maybe Rohit takes that second spot in the first test at least. But if Rohit is not in, Prithvi Shaw has not qualified himself as a test opener, then otherwise it becomes KL Rahul. So
And
uh,
who's keeping wickets?
Riddhiman Saha is again a question,
Is he fit?
point of
Is he
concern.
fit?
No,
Is
Riddhiman
he fit?
Saha has burned down both his hamstrings and his. It will be a late call on Riddhiman Saha's fitness before he is declared fit for Australia. So that for me is I thought that the door might open a little bit for Ishan Kishan there, but again, judging by how Indian team has gone so far, Rishabh Pant might actually hold his place, and if there is a replacement,
Total
that would be
disaster.
Sanju Samson, who is already there.
Yeah. Who do you think would be the new faces in? Who do you think would be the new faces and who deserve a chance this year in Down Under? I definitely feel Surya Kumar is one person who deserves that blue on him, wherein he as records say he's way better and he deserves his place there.
His records have so far, what he has done in the domestic structure, have outpassed the likes of Shubman Gill, Shreyas Iyer, uh, Prithvi Shaw, and even Ajinkya Rahane to a certain extent. But Ajinkya Rahane, considering Kohli is not in, Ajinkya Rahane becomes extremely valuable when he goes to Australia. I
So,
wouldn't fudge with him, but
no,
I
no,
really feel that even Manish Pandey.
I'm talking about the T20 and the ODI team there. So
For me, Surya
is
Kumar,
Co- is Kohli available for the ODI game? He's
yes,
coming back. Oh, okay.
yes. T20 and ODIs, Kohli will be there. Test, Kohli will not be there. For me personally, Surya Kumar Yadav starts in all three formats. But
He does. He
that would
definitely
be
does. Shout out
then
to my
that may
boy.
seem
He's
like a
from my
bias from my
college. Just plugging in my college. So yeah.
uh,
So who do you think would make a bigger impact? Is it Manish Pandey there? Is it Surya Kumar Yadav there? Or I don't know, maybe a Shreyas Iyer. Or you don't know Rishabh Pant having a century down under. Does he prove his mettle again and makes place for him for the next 4 years? Because he's been surviving on that century ever since, right? So he the reason why he's in the team is because अरे उसने ऑस्ट्रेलिया में तो सेंचुरी मारा था ना. So that's what it is, right? So yeah,
my Rishabh Pant as a wicketkeeper. With his current fitness, the way he has gained weight, I do not feel that he is going to last 4 test matches if Riddhiman Saha is not in. That's my biggest concern. Riddhiman Saha, Rishabh Pant as a batsman, yes, of the 8 innings that he probably might get in 4 test matches, he might score 2 or 3 50s there because he has the ability. The grounds are open. You manage to run, you manage to score largely in outfields. The ball travels fast. He can do that in Australia. My bigger concern is will his fitness allow him to stay all 4 tests?
Scott, Scott that often. So yeah,
Yes. For me, the passengers on this trip will be Mohammad Siraj. I do not see why he has been, and if he was not a part of RCB, he wouldn't have been a part of the Indian squad.
true.
Unfortunate for somebody like Chakravarti, who was just about starting to show his worth, and then suddenly he was, he injured his shoulder, and now he's sitting out. I feel that he would have given a decent run for Chahal in the test matches. I'm
It
sorry,
would
in
be
the
a
one
treat.
days.
It would be a treat. It would have been a treat to watch both of them bowl together. It will happen
Yes,
someday.
and
It will happen someday. But for now, it'll have to wait.
what I feel has really been, it has impacted. Kohli's captaincy has taken the confidence out of Kuldeep Yadav. I feel that Kuldeep Yadav is a much better bowler, especially adds a lot more variety.
He
And
was a different.
Kohli's lack of trust.
He was a different bowler when Mahi was around, man. So that's what it is, right? So Mahi behind the wickets, Kuldeep Yadav was so lethal, and now with not Mahi not being around, it's just a ordinary bowler who's bowling, right? And plus the captain's interest that whatever he shows in, and that's missing. That's definitely missing.
Absolutely, I do not doubt that even one bit. I still feel that Mahendra Singh Dhoni should be a part of that dressing room in some capacity for the next few World Cups. We have 3 World Cups in the next 3 years. He has to be a part in some capacity. I don't say he has to be a captain. I don't say he has to be a part of the playing 11. Maybe a coach, a side coach, or something, but he has to be a part of that squad.
For all you know, a wicket keeping coach, because
Yeah,
if
they could
you
open
take
a new position on the. But
Rishabh Pant will need that.
I still feel with the COVID bubble that we have currently going, I still feel Surya Kumar Yadav will be a part of the team that flies to Australia. I just
I
have a
want him
feeling
to
he will
be.
be.
I want him to be a part of that team. Like if it was up to me, he would have been the first ticket to go off. So
Absolutely, in the current form at least. But
yeah,
T20 squad, I think the bowlers pick for themselves. You will not be leaving out Bumrah. You will not be leaving out Shami.
no
And I think
chance.
the third seamer will be either Deepak Chahar or Natranjan. Uh, Considering now that Natranjan is in, again, Kohli's presence, you can also count on Navneet Saini to be a part of that squad. You don't know that. Chahal is not getting dropped by any means. Ravindra Jadeja, because of his batting abilities, picks himself ahead of Washington Sundar. And I think the others would be Virat, Shekhar, Mayank maybe one down. I mean, Mayank and Shekhar opening, Virat maybe one down, two down KL. Since Rohit is not in, um, maybe Hardik Pandya definitely picks himself up, and I think Sanju Samson might get an extended run this time around. He might get all three T20s. Uh,
Yeah.
for
So
for ODIs
is it important to have a sixth bowling option?
in Australia, I think so. In
In
Australia,
my
Hardik
opinion,
Pandya
we
might.
definitely need a sixth bowling option there. Because if someone's going for 20 runs and over, you need someone to pull it down. Because
Yes, and Hardik Pandya again for me is if he's not bowling in Test matches, I don't think he gets a walkthrough in that middle order, especially in
yeah,
Australia. The
yeah,
ball
yeah,
bounces.
yeah. So do you want to talk about? Do you want to spend a couple of minutes about the yesterday's game?
Sure.
What was
Absolutely.
it?
I actually did a special segment on the day before the game saying Stoinis should probably promote himself up the order since he comes in one drop in the Big Bash anyway. And he actually was the game changer in
It was such
both.
a bold, it was such a big move to drop Prithvi Shaw because he has been in the team for like good 2 years now. And after him being dropped and Stoinis being promoted, it was a different game altogether. And
I
Stoinis picking up those 3 wickets were like icing on the cake.
So for me, even as much as Stoinis played yesterday, as much as he shone yesterday, my biggest star of the game yesterday was Kane Williamson.
Yeah, yeah.
The kind of
Without
head
a
he
doubt.
has on his shoulder.
Without a doubt.
You don't expect cricketing shots of that kind of quality from, a test specialist. And he just showed the world that there is nothing called as when you have the quality, you are fit for any format.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
is
Totally
brilliant.
can't deny more. Can't agree more. I'm so sorry. Can't agree more
All right,
because
Harsh.
it was just a beautiful game and it was supposed to happen. But the Sunrisers had a good run, had a beautiful campaign this season from winning their first 3 games out of their 9 games and still being there was a big thing for them. And as always,
Absolutely.
RCB going out was as good as 2020 is normal. Let's get back to our lives.
Let's face it, it has exposed Virat Kohli as a captain. 8 years and 8 continued failures have actually shown that Virat Kohli is not a good man manager. He's a much better, he's aggressive. His captaincy gets hidden when he tries to be super aggressive in test matches, which is good.
Mhm.
But I think ODIs and T20s where, you need a little
So,
bit more composure.
talking about comparing IPLs with your ICC tournaments, I would still put my money on Rohit Sharma leading the team rather than Virat Kohli leading the team.
I would absolutely agree on that.
So
All
yeah,
right, I guess we are running out of time today.
yes we are. So
So,
let's wrap it. Please do the honors.
all right. So, guys, if you like our channel, please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you don't like it, leave it in the comments. We will be glad to address those. And stay healthy and stay fit wherever you guys are. Thank you. We will see you guys shortly.
Bye bye.